Hey guys, so today we are going to make a very beautiful cake which is a blueberry Mille Crepe. It might look complicated but it's actually quite easy to make, so let's begin with me. First we are going to prepare the crepe batter. In a bowl I'm gonna put in 3 whole eggs, put some milk in and just gonna combine everything until the egg is completely dissolved into the milk. After that I'm just gonna put some sugar and some melted butter in and just gonna whisk until everything is combined. Today I want to make a very beautiful like purple theme color, so I'm just gonna put some food coloring in. For the final step we're just gonna sieve some flour in and just gonna combine until it's like almost dissolved. At this step you can see that it's still a little bit white lump. Don't worry, we are going to sieve everything until we have a smooth mixture. Using a spoon, I'm just gonna gently press everything until all the lump is completely dissolved and we get a very smooth texture like this. Next, we are going to let the butter rest in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, my butter have become a little bit more thickened and you can see there is like a layer of butter on the top. You can just gently like mix everything and it could turn purple again. And now we are going to bake the crepe. Don't worry if you are not able to create like the perfect crepe for the first try. The first try is always like the test butter. We always want to test like how the heat is working. Should we try to reduce it or should we try to increase it? And from the second batch, the leftover butter from the first batch will like grease the pan and make our crepe like slightly become more beautiful. At this step you can see that my crepe actually like a bit burned, so the temperature is a little bit high now. I find it if I hold the pan on the air and just gonna spread the crepe before like adding it to the flame, it will be easier for me to spread the pan. And I find like because this crepe is quite thin, so we don't actually have to fry both sides. We just like bake one side and just gonna let it cool completely on the cooling rack. It will have like a very beautiful purple color. And in order to create like the paper thin crepe, you should pour down the leftover crepe and all it left is a very thin layer of crepe like this. This crepe normally take about 1 to 2 minutes at low flame to like completely be cooked, so you shouldn't let it too long on the frying pan or otherwise it will burn. And look at this crepe, like how beautiful and how translucent it is. The crepe itself is quite thin and with that we can make like extra layer. For this recipe I will make about like a 20 to 25 layer of crepe and it will be so beautiful. To make the crepe look more uniform, I'm gonna use a round mold and just gonna cut out every edge and just left with like a 12 centimeter round cake like this, and it will look so beautiful later. So when the cake is resting, we are going to make the cream cheese frosting. First in the bowl I'm just gonna beat my cream cheese until everything is softened like this. Then I'm gonna add in my whipping cream and just gonna mix everything with the icing sugar until it's come a little bit hardened. We want like a very soft consistency, like it's not too hard but it's not too melted. It is a perfect consistency. And now we're just gonna assemble our cake like this. When we are making the Mille Crepe, you want to flatten the crepe as much as possible. Like when you adding the cream cheese to the cake, you want to spread it as evenly as possible. Normally I find people often just like put everything in the cream and the cream in the center will be very thick. And with that, the cake later will have like a very dome effect, like it will be thick in the middle and just gonna not spreading very beautifully in the outside. So please try to make the cream as flattened as possible and just like try to make it like a very even layer. And after that we are just gonna repeating the process like one layer, one cream, one layer and cream until everything is done. I find it's way much easier if you're watching your favorite TV show while doing this, like the time will pass so much faster. For the outside of the cake, you don't actually have to cover it completely, but just try to make it like as much flattened as possible. And of course, because this is a blueberry Mille Crepe, so we cannot leave out the blueberry jam. In a saucepan, I'm just gonna add in my blueberry with the other ingredients, make it a little bit and just gonna simmer this mixture for like at least 10 minutes or until like the blueberry itself is just gonna break down and turn into a very delicious jam like this. After spreading all of my cream cheese layer, I still have some leftover. I'm just gonna combine with the jam and make a very beautiful purple cream cheese like this. Like the color is so vibrant and it is so pastel. At the same time, I don't even know how to describe it. And now we are going to make this cake, the most beautiful cake that I have ever made. So in order to create this pattern, I find it's easier is to just gently press down and just gonna release it at the end. It will look more beautiful and more sharpened. And if the cream cheese is too loose after adding all of the jam, add some more cornstarch to the cream. And the cream cheese will become thickened and we have a very sharp pattern like this. Like at this point, the cake itself look very simple, just very delicious. But we already make the blueberry jam, so I'm gonna add it in the top. The blueberry jam act like a glazing mirror and look very shiny and very pretty as well. We're gonna add in some leaf to make a very pop of color, and this is our cake today. I don't know how you guys are feeling, but I'm actually so proud of myself to put this cake together, and it looks so beautiful at the end. And look at this layer, like the thin crepe creates such a beautiful layer like this, like it looked like 1,000 layers and it looked like very professional. So I'm very proud of myself today. And if you like this video and if you are watching until this moment, thank you very much. Please consider to subscribe to my channel and see you next time. Bye.